Previously on Hipyo Tech.
Where's the limes?
Oh, no. No. Howdy, hey. I'm Hipyo Tech, and today I'm going to be proving myself right. In one of my previous videos, I gave IQUNIX a very hard time as their board wasn't very good. And you know what? They freaking listened to me. Like almost everything. Today, we'll be looking at a keyboard that really doesn't need to be modded. Like, they actually listened to almost everything I recommended. We're gonna see if the L80 Cosmic takes the title of best pre-built keyboard in my eyes. Anyways, I won't be wasting your time in this video and we'll be jumping right into it. This board was sent to me for free by IQUNIX, but they did not sponsor this video. However, if you do want to check it out, you can click the link in the description and use code Hipyo to save 5%, as it's on sale right now. So this is IQUNIX's response to me basically taking a dump on their keyboard. Well, a bunch of other creators did too, but you know. The previous L80 had a ton of flaws, and they told me that they addressed everything in this. Well, probably almost everything, but we'll get into that later. Here's something that's very unique about this board, is it comes with keycaps and novelties, and holy moly, they are so freaking cute. It's a Spaceman theme. I love space. I don't know if they did that just for me, but I'm in love. It also comes with this ominous cube that, and a brush. This won't help you that much if you get Cheetos in your keyboard, and a keycap and switch puller so you can customize the board yourself. It also comes with a USB cable that is for some reason worse than the original L80. I don't really know what's going on there. Oh, this magic cube is for plugging the wireless dongle into, as this board supports 2.4 gigahertz and Bluetooth. Alright, well, it's time to unbox the board itself and kind of get into it. Now, it's worth noting that if you do buy this right around the time that I released the video, it actually takes about a month for the board to ship to you. So that could be a deterrent for some of y'all that just want something in 2 days. But I digress. This is the IQUNIX L80 Cosmic Traveler. It's on sale right now for $169. Nice. And it's a 75% keyboard. This is part of the new wave of 75% like the GMMK Pro or the Q1. However, unlike those boards, this board is plastic, albeit a cool construction of plastic and not a cheap plastic. Theoretically, this would give the board a deeper sound, but we'll explore that a bit more later. The construction is really futuristic looking, and I really like the aesthetic here. But for some reason it says lime on the back? Like, what's going on here? With the first board it was confusing, but this is a Spaceman theme. Why does it say lime?
Where's the limes?
If you can get over that, I'd say the overall construction of this is very good for a plastic board, and it reminds me of something rather high quality, like built out of polycarbonate. But in overall construction, it's not much different than the L80 or the A80 from IQUNIX. But you're probably wondering right about now, what's different about this board? Well, first off, the keycaps are totally different and way higher quality die-sub PBT. I love the overall aesthetic of this board. Like, these little Spaceman novelties are fantastic, and you've even got novelties across the whole entire F-row. But some people might not like that. Now, considering some PBT sets of keycaps are fetching in upwards of $100, this is a good touch. I'd say overall, the lettering is pretty crisp, the designs are crisp, there's not a lot of alignment issues that I see, so this is pretty premium. I would say the quality you're getting here would be similar to IQUNIX, which doesn't bode as well for IQUNIX, but you know what? There you go, it's IQUNIX. For the original L80, they decided to go with only Cherry MX switches, which I thought was stupid. But for this, they decided to go with a ton of options, featuring a ton from TTC and Gateron. My board has the TTT Speed Silvers, but they also sent the Gold Pinks, and both of these are great budget offerings, like thoroughly impressed stock. And here's where we begin the laundry list of things that IQUNIX fixed about this board and made it so much better. A lot of budget boards decide to offer north-facing LEDs, and yeah, this board offers south-facing LEDs now. This means that if you want to use your own cherry profile keycaps, you won't have any form of interference, and that's pretty great. This was such a simple thing that they got wrong with the first board, and I'm really happy that they fixed it. But unfortunately, there were some things that they decided not to really fix. So the original A80 and L80 had really bad take apart modability issues. Very well spoken. Essentially, it was a pain to mod. You had to remove the rubber feet. You had to poke a hole in the back just to take it apart. And this thing got the Hipyo seal of non-modability approval, you know, which is a bad award. You really don't want that one. That's the worst award you could get. And unfortunately here, they changed absolutely nothing about the construction. You see the same feet covering the screws, the same sticker covering a screw. Yeah, they failed here. If you want to mod a board, this is not it. But I will say this board definitely makes up for the lack of being able to take it apart easily with the fact that you really don't need to. So to reduce the hollowness and the echo of this board, they installed felt in between the plate and PCB. And this is the picture of the original L80, but it's the same, just so you know. And the board is already foam modded. But you know what is changed?
Oh, no. No. No, God, no.
Sorry for the prolonged flashbacks, I was just having a moment there. So they listened to me, for once. Maybe they listened to the other people that complained about this, but I'm gonna say it was me. It was all me, Hipyo Tech. They changed them out for cherry plate mount stabilizers. Thank you, IQUNIX. So for those of you that don't know what the significance of co-star or cherry plate mount are, basically this means it's a lot easier to mod your stabilizers and it's not a headache every time you want to swap a keycap or a switch. Also, they did a thoroughly impressive job with these. They're quite stuck in place, they don't rattle around a lot, and the factory lubing job was better than most people could do their first time lubing stabilizers. Like, there's a little bit of ticking that you'll see in the sound test at the end, but we'll get into that. So this board does have a couple other features that might be interesting to some of you guys. As I mentioned before, it has Bluetooth and 2.4 gigahertz. What this means is you can use it wirelessly pretty easily. The setup for 2.4 gigahertz was not bad at all, and it was pretty easily explained in the menu. Also, if you're an Epic gamer, this board does have RGB. However, I will say it is pretty weak and not very shiny. No, actually this RGB literally can't even lift, it's so weak. But it's a feature, it has LEDs and they're south facing, and they have RGB with a couple different modes if you want some color changiness. You just really won't be able to see it much through these keycaps, especially if you're in a bright room. But the option is there you go, it's a feature. But you're probably wondering at this point, is this worth your money? So, I recommend you watch my GMMK Pro and Keychron Q1 videos before you make that decision. But I would say if you want to do zero modding whatsoever, then this is not a bad option. For $169 fully built, it's a pretty good value with keycaps and switches if you go with the TTCs. Now, is this the best board ever? No, not really. But I do think if you are open to modding it, tape modding it would probably make this board pretty good. You can check out my L80 video for that. Anyways, if you've stayed to the end, thank you so much. Please hit the subscribe button if you'd like an extra howdy hey. Oh, you hit it? Okay. Howdy hey. This was a shorter video than normal, but I'm feeling a little bit burnt out, so there you go, short video. If you'd like to support me, then please check out my music down in the description, or hit that join button to be a member of the Watering Hole Gang. These Watering Hole Gang people help support every video that I create. Thank you so much to all of those people. Anyways, bye!